Girl, I'm throwing pebbles at your window when I could have knocked on the door. Could have just called up your phone, but girl, I've got that old school flow. Oh, oh, I'm dressed in all black and roses with my hand. Yeah, I know that I'm a playboy, but I'm a...
Welcome to the show. Today we have singer-songwriter Kanan. He'll be performing some of his original songs. Enjoy.
How y'all doing this evening? My name is CANAANFORYAH. I was born in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but I was raised in Nassau, Bahamas, so I got the best of both worlds, if you know what I mean. Now, this song I'm about to sing for y'all today is called Put on a Show, one of my original singles. One of my favorite, actually, so I hope you guys enjoy. Met her at the bar table. Darling, you caught me by surprise. You look stunning, oh my. She laughed and said, boy, what's your name is? I reached out my hand like I'm Canaan. She said her name is Sabrina, that's wavy. Whatever you finna drink, it's on me, girl, I'm paying. In other words, oh girl, it's nice to meet ya. uh-huh. In other words, oh girl, it's nice to meet ya. Raise your glasses, do a toast. Tequila for the both of us. Can you feel it chills inside your bones? Girl, this drink got me right in my zone. Time to put on a show for you, baby. Time to put on a show for you, baby. I'm the hack for the night, but right now the spotlight's on you. Yeah, I'm singing into this mic, oh my Lord. But my melodies are falling on you, crawling on you, I can tell. Whoa, whoa. So come and meet me center stage, you got me to yourself. I got my eyes locked on you, and I don't see nobody else. Yes, girl, this string got me right in my zone. Time to put on a show. Woo, baby. Time to put on a show. Woo. Time to put on a show for you, baby. I'm gonna put on a show. Oh, I'm gonna put on a show for you, baby. Put on a show. That was put on a show. All right, so you want me? I go straight into the next from now. All right. So now the last one was put on the show. This next one I'm about to sing is called Old School Romance. I hope y'all enjoy. Girl, I'm throwing pebbles at your window when I could have knocked on the door. Could have just called up your phone, but girl, I've got that old school flow. Oh, oh, I'm dressed in all black and roses with my hand. Yeah, I know that I'm a playboy, but I'm a gentleman, babe. Trying to make you smile fast as I can. It's R&B night at Coyo's. Can I take you for a dance? She said she got no plans, so we could kick it to the AM. I know that we're just friends, but girl, tonight I wanna be your. I got roses in my hands. Can I take you for a dance? Old school romance. Whoa, whoa. Told her she got 30 minutes to get dressed, knowing it's gonna take an hour, but she gonna move fast as she can. She said, "Hola, here I am. You look so good, goddamn. Let me get that doll for you, oh baby, yes ma'am. And here go your roses. Your body's looking so good in that dress, it's hard to stay focused. Anyways, hop in this 6'4", let's get rolling. Girl, the dance floor is calling our name. Oh, baby. So, girl, before the night ends, we'll be kissing till the AM. I know that we're just friends, but girl, tonight I wanna be your. I got roses in my hand. Can I take you for a dance? Old school romance. Old school romance. This is the moment. My hands locked on your waist, dancing in the middle of this crowd, but it feels like just you and me. Oh, that's all I see, babe. We got closer than our noses touch. This feels just like old school love, and it ain't only me. Cause now we're both kissing in the middle of the club. Ain't nobody else, just the both of us. We could care less if they notice us, baby. So girl, before the night ends, we'll be kissing to the AM. I know that we're just friends, but girl, tonight I wanna be your. I got roses in my hand, baby. Can I take you for a dance, baby? Old school romance. So girl, before the night ends, we'll be kissing to the AM. I know that we're just friends, but girl, tonight I wanna be your man. I got roses in my hands. Can I take you for a dance, baby? Old school romance. Old school romance. That one was called Old School Romance. Hope you enjoy. Old school romance. That's good.
Excellent.
Word.
Karen.
Old school romance.
You can talk.
You should play some of his music first, then you introduce the show. Say you have been listening to
Okay. Like what? Do they?
Well, welcome once again to Faces and Places of New York. My name is Karen Elbers, and today I have the distinct pleasure of interviewing none other than Mr. CANAANFORYAH, hailing all the way from the Bahamas. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. How are you doing?
I am well, thank you.
great,
I
that's
am
great.
so excited to do this
So am
interview
I,
with
so
you.
am I.
You know, you are definitely, I mean, you've been in the game for a while, but I still want to say you're a rising star, you know, in
Yes.
the R&B hip hop space.
Most definitely.
So tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I was born in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but I was raised in the Bahamas. I moved there when I was about 9 or 10 years old, and I was there ever since. I would come to the United States every now and then for vacation, but the Bahamas was where I grew up. So, yes, that's how I came into, making.
All right, big shout out to the 242.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
what's up,
Most definitely.
representing. So tell us, what were some of your, maybe earlier influences and how you got into music?
Well, one of my first influences, I could say, is my godfather, Craig. He was rapping in church when I was coming up, so I would always see him and I'd be like, he looks so cool, and he would be rapping. So, and he had this CD, so I took it home. I learned and listen to his lyrics, and that's where I got my rhythm, and my flow from just listening to his music and then mimicking it, and that's how I came about. So it went from there, from my godfather, and then it came along to like Michael Jackson. So I used to dress like him, wear the short pants with the church shoes, white socks, and the coat, hat, everything. And I'll make sure I'll put my grandmother's oil on the bottom of the shoe to make sure it's slippery and I can do the moonwalk and
All
stuff,
right now.
So yeah, and then like we'd have family functions, and I'd invite, like, everyone would be there, and I'd tell all of my family to come in the front so I could put on the show, and
So
invite
you've
everyone.
been doing this for a very long
Yes,
time.
my
Now, I must say, you're dating yourself because when you said CD, I'm like, all right now, because you look very young. But I will say you must have some, numbers, some years on you. We're not gonna say exactly how old you are, but but yeah, when you said CD, I was like, all right, he took me all the
Oh,
way
yeah,
back.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
for those of you youngins who don't know, go look it up, right? But and it's nice to know that you have a variety of influences. Your godfather, and you said you watched him in church, so you have a church background.
Yes, my family, my mother, she's still very deep in church, and my father, they're both Christians, especially my whole family is Christians, actually. So, yeah, when I came up, I would play the piano at my school, I would play in church, I was one of the lead vocalists for the youth,
Youth
vocal
choir.
choir, gospel choir. So, yeah, I definitely came up in church, and I tried to make sure that I stay grounded, as I
Awesome. So
continued on.
when did you make? Well, first let me say, how would you classify your music now?
Well, it's a variety, I like to please everyone when it comes to listening to music. So I make R&B. That's my main genre. R&B pop, you could call it. Some people call it R&B soul. Some people call it R&B, but every R&B. I also do dancehall, Afro beats. I also rap as well. So whatever type of music you want to listen to, that's what I have. So that's always been my goal, to where someone can't listen to my music and be like, oh, I don't listen to this type of music, because I have a variety of sound. But R&B is my main genre.
Nice, very nice, very nice. Now tell us, what are some of the opportunities you've had, some of the venues you've performed with, and also you can elaborate if you've done any collabs with any
Yes.
artists or stuff like that.
Well, back in December 2023, but let's go back to June. I had this opportunity through my management, Royalty and Respect, to go to this not artist development, but artist workshop. And it was over 100 and something artists, producers, A&Rs, and it was hosted by Cool and Dre. So
Okay.
my manager before, he just told me to come at first, but when we got there, and I was like, oh, this is like a music event or something. He's like, bro, when you go in there, just be you, bro, do your thing, bro, and get on as much songs as you could. And where I'm from in the Bahamas, I have a outgoing personality, so I went in there, I acted like I was there a billion times already, greeting everyone, smiling. I had my photographer with me, Tay. Shout out to Tay. He was recording, so everyone like, who this guy with the camera? And so I went in there, introduced myself to everyone, and I got on probably like as much. I'd say like the first day I got on like 4 songs, and then
Nice.
Cool and Dre. Well, Cool, he heard one of the songs and was like, "Who's that?" And they was like, "That's me." So he was like, "Yo, come back tomorrow." So I came back the next day, and we worked on. He gave me one record to work on with the producer, and we ended up giving him like 4 records that day. So he was like, "Oh, this guy's different." So after that, a few days later after the event, he called me and he was like, "Hey, me and this guy Jova, we want to meet with you. We're thinking about signing you." So from there, that's when I got the opportunity to receive my first record deal with them, their independent label, Epidemic Records and Rich Life Music, and that's where it really started to take off for me, like on the
Nice.
global scale. And from
Awesome.
there, I released my new single, "A Gorgeous," and I posted it on TikTok, and it just went viral.
So yeah, let's talk about the music, for a little bit. Now, the songs that you perform, are these your original songs?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I write
okay.
all my music. I have a few producers that I work with, and they help me create the beats. And sometimes I also, this is a little tip for all the artists out there. I go on YouTube, and there's also great beats on YouTube that's free. You probably just have to purchase the lease, and you're able to distribute it through all streaming platforms. So yeah, I do that as well.
Very creative. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I think that's really, really cool. Today you don't see a lot of artists, writing and like producing, as well as, playing the instruments.
Yes.
I know you said you play keyboards and you play the drums as well.
Yes.
Any other instruments?
Well, I'm dabbling with the guitar. I'm trying to
Okay.
get better of it. And I also want to learn, I don't play the saxophone, but I want to learn the saxophone.
I think that is so amazing, and hopefully you're inspiring some young people out
Yes, for
there,
sure. I hope so as well.
and it's nice to see you, really investing and honing your craft. I think that is so important,
Definitely.
a lot of times, people just want to just, go leaps and bounds, but they don't want to. But it seems like you've taken the time
Build
to
a
really,
foundation.
really build that foundation, and
most
I think that's
definitely.
so important and commendable,
Thank you. I
so I
appreciate
just
it.
want to point that out. Yeah, so what would you say is next for you?
Well, now I'm working on my album, but before the album, I'm gonna release a EP. So it's gonna be a few more singles, and then we're gonna release the EP, probably like 4 to 6 songs, and then from there, we're gonna build up towards Kids more. So I'm just trying to get my face around, New York and in time all around the world, and let's
Yeah,
get
and I
work
was
up
going to
from there.
say, how's it been? Have you had a chance to perform at any venues here
Well,
in
I
New York?
haven't done any performances yet just because I haven't chosen to do it yet. Like, there's a few
Okay.
venues that wanted me to, but I just told them I'll just come to the event. And so, yes, it's been a few. I hosted in White Plains at an event.
Okay.
I don't remember the other, like exactly where, but it was a few other events that I hosted. And, I went there just to, network and show my face to everyone,
Yes.
show love. They played my music. Everyone was reacting and, going crazy. So I met a lot of DJs, and a lot of opportunities came from just being in the environment. So I met a lot of great people in my field out here as well.
All right. I know one of the songs that, have really been taken off is Put On a Show. Can you talk a little bit about that and how that came about?
Well, Put On a Show is one of my favorite original songs, to be honest with you. I don't know where I was mentally when I wrote it, but I watched this movie, Love Jones, and it just was this portion where he got on the stage. He just went on the stage and he did the Nina Blues poem
Yes.
when he was trying to talk to the girl. And when he first started, I'm like, yo, it's so fly how he up there and he doing the poem and stuff. And she was looking, but I took that concept and it was more of a. That's why I got the concept Put On the Show. And as you see, it's Put On the Show / Sabrina Blues.
Right.
So instead of Nina Blues, I switched it to Sabrina Blues.
All right.
So that's why I kind of got the inspiration from the song, and I just ran from there, just picturing me at the bar table and meeting this girl, and then putting on a show for her not knowing I'm the performer for the night. She just thinking I'm just another guy, in the bar. So when she sees that, oh, he's the performer for the night, it really hits different from her. Like, I was just talking to this guy, now he's on the stage. So I was just in a different space creating it. So that's why that's one of my favorite songs right now.
Nice, nice. I love it. I love it. What about Old School Romance?
Now, Old School Romance, it's the same thing. I actually was watching Fat Albert. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's a few scenes where he gets real romantic trying to get with Laura and what's not. And those scenes just inspired me to, it's a playboy side of things, and then it's also like a gentleman side of things. So I was picturing really me with this female, and she knows, like me as a player, kind of. And then I'm now coming on her. I'm switching the whole game and just presenting the gentleman side of me to her. So now I was catching her off guard, and I'm like, I know it's modern day, but let's do it like how they used to do
Back in the day,
'cause
yes.
it was a different feel, like even the music in the club, like how they play is more hype music. Even
Yes.
the R&B is more with a feel, but back then everyone used to be dancing, swaying. So that's really what the feel I was going for. And even now I was like, this what we really need in the club. Like it would be good to have all the boom boom bop and we turning up, but
Yeah.
in the prom it always used to be a everyone have fun, and then it's the slow dance. You feel me?
That's
So
right.
I was really in that place, like, what
Okay.
about the slow dance?
Yeah, a little
So
bit of old school
yeah,
vibe.
so it was the
Nice.
same feel with that as well.
Very nice.
Hmm.
Very nice. Any other songs that you want to highlight?
Well, I would like to highlight all of my songs that are released right now. They're
Yes.
great. I have a great collection of music, and I have a lot more coming. So before I release it, and everything's going crazy, this is the time for you to catch up. Go
All
and listen
right.
to the music and find out what Canaan for you is all about. But put out a show. I have Let's Stay Together, the remix I did
Oh,
of
okay.
Al Green. My music selection, like I like old school music,
I
like
can
the
tell. I was just gonna
80s,
say,
90s
yeah,
type of
you're
feel.
definitely,
And I just feel
vibing with
like,
the old school.
like the R&B singers, they just had a different swag. So I look
Yes.
at them when it comes to, how to carry yourself as an R&B singer on stage. And
Hmm.
it just was a different show back then, a different
Yes.
feel. So yeah, I did the Al Green remix as well to the Let's Stay Together. So that's one that I love to highlight as well.
Nice. Is there anybody that's out today that inspires you? That
Well, of course, there's a lot of artists. Chris Brown, of course.
I
Drake
was gonna say, when
inspires me.
it's funny you said that because when I listened to your music, I was like, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can
Chris
definitely see
Brown
the
is
similar.
definitely another one that I
Yes.
grew up on. Free Tory Lanez, of course. Tory Lanez, of course.
Yes.
He's another artist, and we have like Drake, Party Next Door.
Hmm.
I still listen to what's his name, October London. I think
Okay.
he's a great artist. But yeah, that's who else? Summer Walker, her. But
Okay.
it's all variety of music. Like I listen to a huge variety of music, so that's why I'm able to dabble into so many different genres. So for sure.
Nice.
Mhm.
Well, you know what? Tell the people where they can find your music,
Mhm.
and so they can definitely support you.
Well, you could find my music on all streaming platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to music. If it's a streaming platform, I promise you, it's there. So you could go and check. Also, you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you choose. CANAANFORYAH, CANAANFORYAH. Please spell it right, else you're not gonna find it. That's it.
Yes, I think that's so amazing. And of course, we couldn't close out without asking you,
Mhm.
do you have any advice for up and coming artists,
Mhm.
young people trying to get in the game? What would you suggest to them?
Well, you could take shortcuts, but the shortcuts won't. It's not. It doesn't last long. You know, You could always chase a sound that's popular and try to be that, but you only could be that for so long. When you be yourself, you're authentic. You're different. And that's where you stand out when you just be you. So I know in this generation, it's hard for people to accept their self, but when you do, like, and you really accept it and you love yourself, then other people are going to love you just because you love yourself and the way you love yourself. So that's my advice, especially if you're in music. You have to be yourself, and it takes heart and mind because it's a long journey. It's in a sprint race. I've been making music for 10 years, and some people didn't make it this long simply because they thought it would have happened already, but once you have the passion, you have the heart for it, you wake up every day just enjoying what you do like I do. So that's my advice to you guys, for sure.
Well, Kanan, I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by Faces and Places of New York.
Thank you for
It
having
was
me.
definitely a pleasure chit-chatting with
For
you.
sure.
And I'm loving the music, and I'm
Thank
definitely
you.
going to be, sharing it with,
Uh-huh.
folks. So that's what's
Yes,
up. And big
100%.
shout out to you and all my peeps in the 242. That's
Yes,
what's
yes,
up.
yes.
Yes,
Thank you very
indeed.
much.
So maybe you just want to play us out a little bit with
Yeah,
something.
for sure, I definitely can.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah. Well, look at who it is. Girl, I haven't seen your face in a while. Tell me where you've been. Oh, I'm supposed to be singing in the mic. Let me start over. I'm sorry.
Great, thank you.
You don't want to put the thing on?
Huh?
You don't want to put the,
No, because it has a mic. This mic is
it's
connected.
picking up good?
What do you think?
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, look at who it is. Girl, I haven't seen your face in a while. Tell me how you been. We met in Miami for spring break, but I ain't been hearing from you since. But here you are now, what a coincidence. We walked in the airport and I fell in love with you all over again. Can we make amends, girl? Can we make amends? Can we make amends, baby? Let me just take the time to apologize. Now that we're finally face to face, and now that I look you in your eyes, girl, I know I made mistakes. I was too messed up that night. I just wanna clear the air with you, take time to reconcile. We're both on the same flight, yeah. But now it's a delayed flight. We should both take some time to catch up in the meantime. Cause you'll be hard to find. And now that I got you here, girl, I won't let you leave. So here you are now, what a coincidence. We walked in the airport and I fell in love with you all over again. Can we make amends? Ooh, girl, cause here you are now, what a coincidence. We walked in the airport and I fell in love with you all over again. Can we make amends? Oh, babe, can we make amends?
Yeah.
Woo!